15 years. That's how long this man's body had been quietly falling apart, and he didn't even know it was happening. His doctor called it normal aging, told him to just accept it. 90 days later, his own son stopped mid-sentence at a family dinner and just stared at him like he'd seen a ghost. What happened in those 90 days breaks almost everything doctors tell you about getting older. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know the exact 4 things he did. And honestly, most of you are about to realize you've been making the same mistakes he made for 15 years. Let's talk about the lie you've probably already swallowed. After 40, it's all downhill. Muscle loss is just what happens. Accept it and move on. Here's the problem. That's not a total lie. It's missing one word: default. That's what happens by default if you do nothing. This man did nothing for 15 straight years. Couldn't lift a grocery bag without wincing. Couldn't get off the floor without grabbing something. His doctor slapped a label on it, normal decline, and sent him home. Then he changed 4 things. Not extreme, not risky, just precise. And in 90 days, his body did something his own doctor didn't see coming. Let's break it down, piece by piece. And trust me, piece number 3 is the one nobody talks about. Mistake number 1, the exact myth trapping millions of people in silent decline. Right now, while you're watching this, he believed lifting heavy after 50 was dangerous. So he played it safe. Light dumbbells, gentle walks, taking it easy, because that's what he thought his age demanded. Here's the truth nobody tells people over 40. Muscle doesn't disappear because you got older. It disappears because your body stopped getting a reason to keep it. Your body doesn't do sentimental. It doesn't hold on to tissue it isn't using. No tension, no signal. And your body starts treating that muscle like dead weight, recycling it, like clearing out closet space for stuff it thinks you actually need. 15 years of taking it easy wasn't protecting him. It was a 15-year-long message to his own body. We don't need this muscle anymore. Bottom line, the danger was never lifting heavy. The real danger was avoiding it completely. Here's exactly what he changed first, and it's almost insultingly simple. Progressive resistance training, not maxing out like a reckless 25-year-old trying to impress people at the gym. Controlled, deliberate, slightly heavier, slightly harder week after week. Here's why this works even at 58. Muscle protein synthesis. The process your body uses to rebuild tissue doesn't switch off with age. It just needs a stronger signal to wake back up. 3 sessions a week. Compound lifts, squats, presses, rows. No fancy machines. No $200 supplement stack promising miracles in a tub. Within 3 weeks, his strength shot up before his size even changed, which is completely normal. Your nervous system relearns how to fire muscle fibers fast, even after 15 years of barely touching them. That right there? First crack in 15 years of decline. Mistake number 2. One almost every adult over 40 is making right now without realizing it. He wasn't eating nearly enough protein. Here's the part that surprises people. As you age, your muscles become more resistant to actually being built. It's called anabolic resistance. Translation, you need more protein, not less, just to get results that used to come effortlessly at 25. He was eating like someone terrified of gaining a single pound. Toast, small portions, barely any protein. That's not maintenance, that's an accelerant for muscle loss. The fix? He nearly tripled his intake, spread strategically through the day with serious focus right after training. For the first time in 15 years, his body finally had raw material to rebuild what training was breaking down. Here's the truth. You can train like an animal, but if you're not feeding the rebuild, you're just demolishing your body with nothing to replace it. Here's the piece almost nobody talks about, and it nearly sabotaged the entire comeback. 15 years of inactivity doesn't just shrink muscle, it locks up your joints and tightens everything around them. So even as he returned to lifting, his own body was fighting him every rep of the way. The fix was almost embarrassingly simple, just 10 minutes a day of mobility work. Hips, shoulders, ankles, not yoga instructor flexibility. Just enough range of motion to lift safely and deeply, which matters way more for growth than most people realize. Why? A fuller range of motion under load creates more of the right kind of muscle damage, the kind that actually triggers growth. Half reps with rusty joints leave gains on the table every single session, 10 minutes a day. That's the entire investment. And it made every lift dramatically more effective, almost overnight. Here's the final piece. And it's the one almost every beginner over 40 gets catastrophically wrong. For years, whenever he did attempt to train, he assumed more was always better. He'd overdo it, get crippled with soreness for a week, get discouraged, and quit. Sound familiar to literally anyone who's ever tried a New Year, New Me January? Here's the truth about recovery after 50. Your body needs more recovery between sessions, not less. Sleep, rest days, stress management. These aren't bonus extras you fit in if you have time. They're the actual mechanism where muscle gets built. He fixed his sleep, targeting a consistent 7 to 8 hours. He respected rest days as part of training, not a break from it. That's when everything accelerated. Because here's something that surprises almost everyone. Muscle isn't built in the gym. It's built during recovery. The gym just sends the signal. Recovery cashes the check. So here's exactly what reversed 15 years of decline in 90 days. Progressive resistance training. Real protein intake. Daily mobility work. Genuine recovery, 4 pieces. Not a miracle. Not a secret supplement stack. Not good genetics. Just 15 years of the wrong approach, replaced with 90 days of the right one. And here's the part that should genuinely make you a little angry. None of this is complicated information. It's just information almost nobody over 40 ever hears, because everyone quietly assumes decline after a certain age is simply inevitable. It's not. Age doesn't steal your muscle. Neglect does. If you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or beyond, and you've been taking it easy because you assume that's what you're supposed to do now, this is your sign to stop believing that lie. 15 years of decline reversed in 90 days. Imagine what's actually possible for you starting today. Bottom line, it's never too late to build the body you gave up on. Train smart. Recover harder. Never accept decline as inevitable. And if this just changed how you think about getting older, subscribe now. Because the next story we break down might be about someone a lot closer to your own age than you think.